Have you ever felt like a heavy weight is pressing down on your heart? That feeling of resentment, anger, or pain that lingers long after someone has wronged you. If you're reading this, it's likely because you're searching for a way to let go, to find peace, and to move forward. Today, I want to take you on a journey of forgiveness, not as a religious obligation, but as a profound act of self-liberation and emotional healing. Forgiveness is a universal need. Regardless of your background, faith, or beliefs, everyone has experienced hurt. And yet, forgiving those who hurt us is often one of the hardest things to do. But what if I told you that forgiveness isn't about excusing the other person's actions? It's about freeing your own heart from the prison of pain and resentment. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, step by step. Take a moment to reflect. Close your eyes and think about someone who has wronged you deeply. Does their memory still stir feelings of anger, betrayal, or sadness? That's the burden I'm talking about, the invisible weight that keeps you from experiencing true peace. When we hold on to resentment, we're not punishing the person who hurt us. In reality, we're punishing ourselves. Studies have shown that harboring anger and resentment can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems like high blood pressure and weakened immunity. Ask yourself, is it worth holding on to this pain, or is it time to release it? Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about pretending the hurt didn't happen or justifying the actions of the person who wronged you. Forgiveness is about reclaiming your power and choosing to live without the emotional chains of anger and bitterness. Think of forgiveness as a gift you give yourself. By forgiving, you're saying, I will no longer let this person's actions control my emotions or my life. It's an act of self-love and a declaration of independence for your soul. In the words of renowned psychologist Dr. Fred Luskin, forgiveness is the experience of peace in the present moment. Stories have a way of reaching our hearts in ways that logic and reasoning cannot. Let me share a story of forgiveness that changed my perspective forever. There was a woman who lost her child in a tragic accident caused by another driver. Her pain was unimaginable, and she spent years consumed by anger and grief. One day, she decided to meet the driver who had caused the accident. Instead of lashing out, she chose to forgive him. She said, I don't forgive you for your sake. I forgive you for mine. I cannot live my life carrying this hate anymore. That act of forgiveness not only set her free, but also began a healing journey for the driver. Stories like this remind us of the transformative power of forgiveness. They show us that even in the darkest moments, there is a path to light and healing. Forgiveness is not a one-time decision, it's a journey. Here are some practical steps to guide you. 1. Acknowledge your pain. Admit to yourself that you've been hurt. Don't suppress your emotions or pretend everything is fine. Journaling can be a helpful way to process your feelings. 2. Understand the impact. Reflect on how the hurt has affected you, emotionally, mentally, and even physically. This step is crucial because it helps you realize why forgiveness is necessary for your well-being. 3. Empathize with the other person. This doesn't mean excusing their behavior. Instead, try to understand what might have driven their actions. Were they acting out of their own pain or insecurities? Empathy can be a powerful tool in softening the walls of resentment. 4. Make a conscious choice to forgive. Forgiveness is a decision. It doesn't mean the pain will instantly disappear, but it's the first step toward healing. Say it out loud. I choose to forgive. 5. Seek support if needed. Sometimes, forgiveness can be overwhelming. Don't hesitate to seek help from a therapist, counselor, or trusted friend who can guide you through the process. Once you've chosen to forgive, it's important to declare it. This declaration can be spoken out loud, written in a letter, or even visualized in your mind. Here's an example. Because I value my peace and happiness, I choose to forgive you. I release you from the judgment and anger I've held on to. I entrust you to a higher power and let go of the pain you've caused me. I choose freedom. I choose love. I choose peace. This act of declaration is powerful. It's a symbolic way of releasing the emotional chains that have bound you. Forgiveness isn't just a one-time act. It's a way of life. Here are some ways to cultivate forgiveness in your daily life. 1. Practice gratitude. Focus on the blessings in your life rather than the pain. Gratitude shifts your perspective and fills your heart with positivity. 2. Meditate and reflect. Spend a few minutes each day in quiet reflection or meditation. Visualize yourself letting go of resentment and embracing peace. 3. Surround yourself with positivity. Choose to be around people who uplift and inspire you. Limit your exposure to negativity or toxic relationships. 4. Pay it forward. Use your experience to help others. Share your story of forgiveness, volunteer, or simply be a source of kindness in someone's life. Forgiveness is not just about you. When you forgive, you inspire others to do the same. Your act of letting go creates a ripple effect that spreads healing and love in ways you may never fully see. Imagine a world where more people chose forgiveness over resentment, love over hate, and peace over anger. You have the power to be part of that change. By forgiving, you're not just transforming your own life. You're contributing to a better, kinder world. So, take that first step today. Choose forgiveness. Choose freedom. Choose to live a life filled with peace and love. I'd love to hear from you. What does forgiveness mean to you? Have you experienced the healing power of letting go? Share your story in the comments below or reach out to me directly. Let's walk this journey together. I'm here with you, cheering you on toward a life of peace and joy.